Welcome to DRTSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab. Hello and a warm welcome to Sandeep Pandey-ji from Lucknow. He is also a Magsaysay Awardee and
नमस्कार नमस्कार
गणतंत्र
या
दिन के अभिनंदन
या
on the Republic Day 75th or into 76th. What is Republic? What is democracy and what is independence? And what is sovereignty? That is what we are going to discuss. How good we are when it comes to protecting. Everyone is saying, my nation is first. भारत मुझे अत्यंत ये है, पहले भारत बाद में सब कुछ. हमारे मोदी जी, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के स्लोगन है. साथ में राहुल गांधी जी तो आजकल आप देखते हैं संविधान को हाथ में रखते घूमते रहते हैं. ये शो कोई किसी की व्यक्तिगत तौर पे नहीं है, क्योंकि हम चुनते हैं पार्टियों को ताकि वो हमको एक ऐसी शासन दे जहां हम सुरक्षित. जब देश हम कहते हैं, देश में हम सभी लोग हैं. हर कोई नागरिक जो है देश बनता है, उसके हक और उसके साथ में जो भी हम रिसोर्सेस की बात करते हैं, जमीन से लेके आकाश, सब कुछ हर नागरिक का है. उसको शासन करने के लिए ही हम चुनाव प्रक्रिया द्वारा हम चुनते हैं, सरपंच से लेके लोकसभा मेंबर तक. ये क्यों बता रहा हूं? क्योंकि हम रिपब्लिक की बात यही करते हैं. यहाँ कोई राजा नहीं है जिस तरह इंग्लैंड हो या वहां यूरोपियन थोड़े कंट्रीज हो या मिडिल ईस्ट पर्शियन गल्फ में. ये राजा की दुनिया नहीं है, राजा की भूमि नहीं है. हम चुनते हैं, हम राजा हैं, ये हमारे सेवक है. तो हमारे सेवक को निर्देशित कार्यक्रम करना चाहिए. लोकसभा सरपंच से लेके ग्राम सेक्रेटरीट सरपंच कहते हैं, वहां से लेके लोकसभा पार्लियामेंट तक इन्होंने हमारे लिए, हमारे हित में, लोगों के हित में, नागरिक के हित में, देश के हित में कानून इस तरह बनाना चाहिए कि वो बेहद ट्रांसपेरेंट हो या अकाउंटेबल या मान्य हर एक नागरिक के हित में ही होना चाहिए. और साथ में उनकी सुरक्षा, जो भूमि है हमारी धरती माता, उसकी सुरक्षा और हक को, जो हमारे संविधान के द्वारा जो हक आता है, उसको हक को भी निभाना. हर एक नागरिक हक से जीना, स्वतंत्र से जीना, ये सरकार की पूंजी है. तो इसलिए हम जो पैसे हम टैक्स के द्वारा बनते हैं, उसी से ये शासन चलता है. सो वी रन दिस गवर्नमेंट by paying taxes, and it is a representative democracy. We elect them. That is why we are not like monarch. We are republic, because we are electing right from prime minister to the sarpanch. They are our public servants with defined duties in a transparent and accountable way. Rights and resources, then the security of the nation, to protect the land of this great country, that is more fundamental and important. I am a doctor into journalism. Nehruji, I still recall how his Panchasheel efforts to galvanize the world into a peaceful movement got punctured by the Chinese then. And you know that famous story of Menon and all, foreign secretary, how he died of that. And BJP was lambasting, accusing UPA Congress of that every now and then in the parliament and outside. Nehru has betrayed the nation. He has allowed China to occupy India through Arunachal Pradesh. He was sleeping, he was silent, whatnot. Fine. After that, we thought Congress will change its stand towards a neighbor who is deceptive. We want good neighbors. It's like our house. We have all the neighbors around. Countries also should be like that. We expect that. Me and Sandeep Pandey-ji, we have nothing. We are peace-mongering people. We want peace. If you have peace at home, within yourself, at home, society, then state and nation, then the world. This is how we say. So that peace has been defeated in a dubious way then. The same philosophy they adopted, they lambasted Congress. I don't think Congress has changed after that. But after BJP coming to power, since 2 years, we have been showing with all evidences that so much of land in Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh has been occupied by China. They were touting on the floor of the parliament, a Prime Minister of India, elected Prime Minister of India, he is lying to the nation. Congress, for some time, it said, oh, hangama, hangama, except Supriya's statement. It is bothering me why Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge, Mamata Banerjee, Northeastern leaders, no one is speaking, no political party in the South also, whether it is BRS, DMK, communist parties are also silent. What is this going on? Are we really sovereign republic? क्या हम संप्रभुत्व गणतंत्र देश है या हमको कोई शासित कर रहा है? इतने दिन बाहर पाकिस्तान पाकिस्तान लोग इसकी बात कर रहे थे, क्या आज चाइना हमारे पूरे राजनीतिक दल को, ड्रैगन कहते हैं हम, वो सिंबल है उसका, वो ड्रैगन के खतरे में आज हमारे राजनीतिक दल है? क्या इससे बड़ी मुद्दा देश में कोई है? ये मुद्दा कहीं दिल्ली में नहीं चुनाव में आता, ना कोई पार्लियामेंट जो नई भवन जो इनाग्रेट किया है, इंदिरा भवन, वहां पर अपोजिशन पार्टी और अपोजिशन लीडर इसकी चर्चा करते हैं। तो इसीलिए आज संदीप पांडे जी को आमंत्रित किया है। क्या है सर, देश से ज्यादा क्या है? देश सुरक्षित होना या नहीं? और लद्दाख में वहां के सोनम जी को भी हमने आमंत्रित किया है, और वो उनको एक विष जाल में फंसाया है केंद्र सरकार। ही इज फाइटिंग फॉर द स्टेटहुड ऑफ लद्दाख एंड ही वाज फीलिंग इफ ही कम्स there may be some and they will try to blame him, but already Ladakh region has been occupied, officially stated by some 2 counties are already there by Ministry of External Affairs, for which Mr. Sonam has already started a big dharna. But still, why they are not coming forward, it's up to them. Sandeep Pandey ji, before I show some videos,
जी।
I want Sandeep Pandey ji to take the call. क्या है सर जी, you are very close to the Himalayan
हाँ
regions,
हाँ हाँ
Himalayans खतरे में
जी।
west.
शिव प्रसाद जी, अच्छा, आप मुझे कौन सी भाषा में बोलना है, बोलने के लिए आप
जैसा
कहेंगे?
हिंदी और इंग्लिश, फर्स्ट यू स्टार्ट विथ,
दोनों मिला के बोलना।
हम लोगों
ठीक।
को समझाना चाहते हैं
ठीक। ठीक है।
ज्यादातर हिंदी
तो
में।
हाँ, शिव प्रसाद जी, सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि आप इस मुद्दे को उठा रहे हैं क्योंकि इसको बहुत कम लोग उठाने को तैयार हैं। और सोनम वांगचुक तो बड़े खुल के बोल रहे हैं कि चीन ने हमारी 4,500 वर्ग किलोमीटर, 4,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर्स की हमारी जमीन पे कब्जा कर लिया है। और आपने देखा कि किस तरह वो कोई 1 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर का कोई आइलैंड था तमिलनाडु के पास, जो भारत की सरकार ने श्रीलंका को दे दिया था, वहाँ कोई रहता नहीं है, उसको लेके ये कितना बड़ा मुद्दा बना रहे थे। और 4,000 वर्ग किलोमीटर की जमीन पे इन्होंने चीन को कब्जा करने दिया है। ये देश हित की बात करते हैं। और मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आता कि चीन को ये दुश्मन मानते हैं। चीन पाकिस्तान से बड़ा दुश्मन है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान के साथ अपने आपने अपने सारे व्यापारिक संबंध खत्म किए हुए हैं, और चीन के साथ आप व्यापार बढ़ाते ही चले जा रहे हैं। जो इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट का जो रेशियो है वो डबल हो गया है। तो
हम्म
ये तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता, ये कौन सा दुश्मन है
हम्म
जिससे हम मोबाइल फोन की टेक्नोलॉजी भी लेते हैं, कंप्यूटर की टेक्नोलॉजी भी लेते हैं, दवाइयों की टेक्नोलॉजी भी लेते हैं। और हम उससे और सामान खरीदते जा रहे हैं, हमारा इंपोर्ट कई गुना बढ़ गया। तो एक्सपोर्ट बल्कि उतना नहीं बढ़ा है, और डेफिसिट तो दुगना हो गया है। तो ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आता। और नरेंद्र मोदी साहब ने जो सबसे बड़ा धोखा इस देश के साथ किया है वो ये कि पहले हम लोग कहते थे मेड इन इंडिया, कि मतलब इंडिया में सामान बनाया गया है ना, उसको हम मेड इन इंडिया कहते थे। इन्होंने मेक इन इंडिया चालू कर दिया। ये मेक इन इंडिया क्या है? मेड इन इंडिया है कि हम अपने बलबूते पे अपने देश के अंदर कुछ बना रहे हैं। हाँ, और मेक इन इंडिया क्या है कि बाहर की कंपनी आएगी, पैसा लगाएगी, और हमारा सस्ता श्रम, हमारा सस्ता लेबर का इस्तेमाल करेगी, और अनलिमिटेड प्रॉफिट्स कमा के ले जाएगी। और हमारे मोदी जी कहेंगे देखिए मेक इन इंडिया हो रहा है। हाँ, सबसे जो ब्लेटेंट एग्जाम्पल है, कोका कोला और पेप्सी, दो अमेरिकी कंपनियां। और याद रखिए ये वो लोग हैं जो स्वदेशी की बात करते हैं। इनका पूरा एक विंग है जिसका नाम है स्वदेशी जागरण मंच। और वो आते हैं हमारे देश के अंदर, और हमारा पानी, मतलब हमारे जमीन के नीचे का पानी, हमारे ही किसी प्लास्टिक की फैक्ट्री में बनी हुई प्लास्टिक बोतल में, हमारे ही किसी फैक्ट्री में एक्यूफिना और किनले का लेबल बनता है। मतलब सारा काम हमारे देश में होता है, हमारा लेबर है, और पानी भी हमारा है। वो सिर्फ पूंजी लगा रहे हैं, और हम अपने किसान को 1.5 गुना उसका जो जो खर्चा है वो देने को तैयार नहीं है। वी आर नॉट विलिंग टू पे आवर फार्मर्स 1.5 times his cost of production, because of which such a big farmers movement took place. Farmers were sitting there for 13 months. Mr. Dallewal sat on fast for almost close to 2 months. And they are not willing to give the farmers 1.5 times of his cost of production, his or her cost of production. But we are willing to give Coca-Cola and Pepsi 10 to 20 times the cost of production. We have no restriction on that. We have allowed them to exploit our resources and make unlimited profit. तो ये तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि ये कैसे देशभक्त हैं जो देश की प्राकृतिक संपदा को बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपनियों के हाथ में लुटा रहे हैं, चीन को हमारी जमीन पे कब्जा करने दे रहे हैं, और उसके बाद कहते हैं कि नेशन फर्स्ट। मुझे लगता है ये देश के साथ सबसे बड़ा धोखा है। ये अडानी और अंबानी के व्यापार को बढ़ाने की साजिश है, बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपनियों के हाथ देश बेचने की साजिश है, और चीन जैसे दुश्मन को हमारी जमीन पे कब्जा करने की बात है। सोशलिस्ट पार्टी का स्टैंड है कि भारत की जो नॉर्दर्न जो जो बॉर्डर है, भारत का नॉर्दर्न जो बॉर्डर है, वो तो सारा तिब्बत के साथ मिलता है। चीन कहाँ से आ गया? चीन ने तो तिब्बत पे कब्जा किया हुआ है। तिब्बत के लोग भारत में शरण लिए हुए हैं। तिब्बत के लोग, दलाई लामा साहब धर्मशाला में रहते हैं। तिब्बत की पूरी सरकार चलती है हिमाचल प्रदेश में। उनकी उनकी उनका उनकी पार्लियामेंट है, पार्लियामेंट का स्पीकर है, उनकी गवर्नमेंट है, उनका प्राइम मिनिस्टर है। तो हम तिब्बत का जो फ्रीडम मूवमेंट है, हम उसको क्यों नहीं सपोर्ट करते हैं? हम क्यों नहीं कहते हैं कि तिब्बत को आजाद होना चाहिए? हम जाते हैं फिलिस्तीन की आजादी की बात करते हैं, लेकिन हम तिब्बत की आजादी की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। अगर तिब्बत आजाद हो जाए तो भारत की चीन समस्या का समाधान हो जाएगा, क्योंकि तब हमारे पूरे उत्तरी सीमा पे तिब्बत का देश होगा। और तिब्बत के भारत के साथ बहुत दोस्ताना संबंध रहे हैं, क्योंकि वहां पे ज्यादातर बौद्ध धर्म को मानने वाले लोग हैं। उनके सारे धार्मिक स्थल हमारे देश में हैं, और हमारा एक धार्मिक स्थल उनके देश में है, कैलाश मानसरोवर। तो भारत और तिब्बत के बहुत दोस्ताना संबंध रहे हैं, सांस्कृतिक संबंध रहे हैं। तो हमें तो खुल के तिब्बत की आजादी की बात करनी चाहिए अगर हमें चीन को रोकना है। लेकिन पहले तो कम से कम दलाई लामा का कुछ सम्मान भारत की सरकारें करती थीं। लेकिन जब से नरेंद्र मोदी आए हैं, वो दलाई लामा से इतना घबराते हैं कि वो उनका कार्यक्रम भी नहीं होने देते हैं दिल्ली के अंदर। तो ये चीन का पता नहीं क्या इनके ऊपर एहसान है। चीन की कंपनी के एडवर्टाइजमेंट में ये अपीयर होते हैं। मतलब चलिए अंबानी के एडवर्टाइजमेंट में आप आते हैं तो बात दूसरी है, जियो के। लेकिन आप चीन की कंपनी के एडवर्टाइजमेंट में भी आते हैं, तो आखिर आपका चीन के साथ क्या रिश्ता है? ये देश को मालूम होना चाहिए कि आप चीन से दबते क्यों हैं। आप चीन का नाम नहीं लेते हैं एक बार भी कि चीन ने आपकी जमीन पे कब्जा किया हुआ है। आप सिर्फ ये कहते हैं कि एक भी इंच जमीन पे कब्जा नहीं है। लेकिन सोनम वांगचुक तो कहते हैं, जो वहां रहते हैं वो कहते हैं कि 4,000 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर पे चीन का कब्जा है। हम किसकी बात सही माने? जो प्रधानमंत्री जो कभी कभी वहां पे जाता है, या जो आदमी वहां पे स्थायी रूप से रहता है? तो अभी मुझे इतना ही कहना है, शिव प्रसाद जी।
मैं आपको
आ-
बताता हूं। अब क्योंकि
हाँ।
मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्ट्री ने ये
हम्म।
क्लियरली कह दिया है कि 2 काउंटीज, 2 काउंटी जो है हमारे यूटी, यूनियन टेरिटरी लद्दाख में 2 काउंटियां वो आ चुकी है ऑफिशियल। मैं ये बताता हूं पहले, ताकि फिर वहां से हम चलते हैं। इट्स
हम्म।
इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग नाउ, Tibet angle. It
हम्म।
is one wonderful thing Sandeep Pandey has bought. Is it just because of the Tibet? The Tibet has been given away in such a way that no one even understands. Dharmashala, we say you play cricket there in Dharmashala. That
Yeah.
is the highest area. That is where
Yeah.
now Dalai Lama is staying. Just the other side
हम्म।
is Tibet. If I am not wrong, Sandeep Pandey, you can
या
correct me. तो
या
ऐसे प्रदेश को आप आजादी दिलाने के बदले में आप अरुणाचल प्रदेश से लद्दाख, यहाँ ऐसी स्ट्रेटेजिक एरिया, ये पाकिस्तान और हर एक हमारे सार्क कंट्रीज के जो हम मीटिंग हो, हम मीट पॉइंट होती है, ऐसे स्थल को आप चीन को क्यों दे दिया? ताकि एक ही साथ में तिब्बत खत्म, इधर पाकिस्तान के साथ सब कुछ। ये क्या धंधा है? समझ में नहीं आ रहा मोदी जी, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा। तो एक बार फिर हम एक ये आई ट्राई टू प्ले दिस so that people will understand. So these are the visuals which today is our All India Majlis Ittihadul Musliman Party MLA, Yaktura MLA, along with him the corporator was there today. This is People Welfare Committee, and he represents Asaduddin Owaisi party. So we are this giving the greetings. I just wanted to show you. And, so we respect our flag. Corporator is there, MLA, our colony president, Mr. P.L. Krishna, and hordes of people who have been gathering here. So we respect the flag. That flag represents our sovereignty. That means that we are free country to rule ourselves. And then we say we are republic today. What we are saying, republic means there is no monarch. These elected MLAs or corporators, we are electing them. Just to show, I'm just trying to show you. And then before I show the video, this is what I wanted to share on. What is sovereignty? It signifies the highest power within a given territory, allowing a state to make its own laws and decisions without being subject to another power. That means India's sovereignty means we are ruling ourselves. India rules our parliament, our assemblies, our municipalities, our village secretariats. We rule our country. This land belongs to us. That is why we said they are borders, line of control. So we are ruling our country. No other country will rule us. That is sovereignty. So now the sovereignty is under threat now. Some प्रभुत्ता। सर जी आप हिंदी में भी थोड़ा बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि I just wanted to.
जी जी।
So our sovereignty is under threat now because China has occupied. तो एक के बाद एक मैं करके आता हूं साहब, so that you can explain that in. Sovereign means that India is an independent country. No external power can control or interfere in its internal affairs. Be democratic means a democratic government is a government of the people, for the people, by the people. Then republic, गणतंत्र दिन जो हम आज मना रहे हैं, we are celebrating Republic Day. A country where head of the state is elected by the people. So we say we are electing him to rule us. But unlike monarchs or kings in other places, then what is happening to India? The elected representative, why is he calm? The Prime Minister of India, Amit Shah, internal and external, he is the Home Minister. Parliament is calm. And why Rahul Gandhi, all political parties, including Mamata Banerjee, हमारे All India Majlis Ittihadul Muslimin, I have shown his MLA, why he is also calm? Given a chance, he tries to go. And communist parties, that beats my intelligence. Whether it is BRS, DMK, Nitish Kumar, JUD, Telugu Party, Chandrababu Naidu, these both parties are supporting BJP. How is that they are quiet and calm when the sovereignty, the republic of the country is under threat? Sovereign republic means a state that is both independent, sovereign, and governed by a system where power resides with the people, meaning the head of this state is elected by the citizens. So that is the reason why I'm making this show on this Republic Day. इसीलिए हम ये शो कर रहे हैं गणतंत्र के दिन। हम जो चुनते हैं, ये चुने हुए जो सरकार चलाती है एनडीए, जेडीयू नीतीश कुमार और चंद्रबाबू नायडू तेलुगुदेशम जिसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, ये क्यों चुपचाप है और प्रधानमंत्री मुंह क्यों नहीं खोलता है? और प्रधानमंत्री ने लोकसभा में यह कहा कि ना कोई आया है ना कोई गया है। इतनी बड़ी मुद्दा हमारे राहुल गांधी कांग्रेस पार्टी और इंडिया की गठबंधन, ये लोग क्यों चुप है? ताजुब है। एक और वीडियो बता के I'll try to take the opinion of our guest.
Pertaining to the establishment of two new counties in Bhutan prefecture of China. Parts of jurisdiction of these so-called counties fall in India's union territory of Ladakh.
Listen to him, sir.
We have never accepted the illegal Chinese occupation of Indian territory in this area. Creation of new counties will neither have a bearing on India's long-standing and consistent position regarding our sovereignty over the area, nor lend legitimacy to China's illegal and forcible occupation of the same. We have lodged solemn protest with the Chinese side through diplomatic channels.
I'll take your comment because you are an international awardee. How shameful this is. He says our sovereignty is not under threat, and he says illegally and forcefully China is occupied. What is shameless statement, sir? What do you say about this? Is this country or what, sir? What is this?
No, you are absolutely right that, he is speaking in two voices. He wants to, support the Prime Minister also, and at the same time, he is acknowledging the reality. But it is quite clear from his statement that China has illegally occupied Indian territory, and that too forcibly. I mean, what more proof do you need? This is the government of India representative. He is speaking where? At the UN or where?
No, our own headquarters in Delhi.
Yeah.
Ministry of External Affairs. That is why I'm showing the official, from the official website.
Yeah, this is absolutely, I mean, these people are shameless. They don't want to acknowledge the truth. But I'm glad that this person is at least, Mr. Jaiswal is at least admitting that China has forcibly occupied our territory.
He is Randir Jaiswal, official spokesperson. Don't you think when he is stating that again, he says our sovereignty is not under threat?
Yeah.
But our freedom.
No.
What is that nonsense? इसीलिए I'll try to play this. And don't you think such देशद्रोह केस इनके ऊपर लागू नहीं होनी चाहिए, sir? How can shamelessly they come? And then at Galwan, you have seen our soldiers fought and they have sacrificed their lives. Some are
20
here from
soldiers.
Telangana. Our soldiers in Galwan, they made China to retreat. After that, when you have such a wonderful soldiers, Air Force and Navy, how is that India is compromising, sir? एक बार ये सुनिए और एक बार मैं, क्योंकि ये official दौरा के मैं दूसरी.
We have the announcement pertaining to the establishment of two new counties in Bhutan prefecture of China. Parts of jurisdiction of these so-called counties fall.
Listen to this, sir. From here, you carefully.
In India's union territory of Ladakh. We have never accepted the illegal Chinese occupation of Indian territory in this area. Creation of new counties will neither have a bearing on India's long-standing and consistent position regarding our sovereignty over the area, nor lend legitimacy to China's illegal. He says sovereignty is not at all under threat. What does sovereignty mean? Is it not freedom, sir? He is clearly stating they have occupied two counties. Two counties are there in the Indian part of territory. And again, he says sovereignty is not under threat and they will not legitimize. What do you mean by this, sir? आप इंग्लिश में बताइए, हिंदी में भी बताइए ताकि लोगों को समझ में आए ये क्या खेल है, सर? मैं पूरा प्ले करता हूँ तब आप. And forcible occupation of the same. When he says forceful occupation, is it not he's shaming our Indian army?
Hmm.
That means our
Yes.
Indian army borders areas are covered. I mean, they are
Hmm.
safeguarding us. What
Hmm.
happened to Indian army then? You mean to say
Hmm.
they have not been given directions to protect our land when they were forcefully occupying? Is it not the
Hmm.
failure of the government of the day, sir?
Of course, of course.
Lodged solemn protest with the Chinese side through.
Just is lodging protest. Is not allowing
Hmm.
India to go and fight as they have done with Pakistan. They said we have intruded Pakistan and they have killed and they have brought the soldier back. We saluted.
Hmm.
Why they are not doing it here, sir? Please.
Hmm. No, the reality is that China is much more powerful, than Pakistan. So they can do whatever they want with Pakistan, but with China, they cannot afford to do it. That is a reality. And that is why you see our 20 soldiers were killed in Galwan after a long, long time. Because there was an understanding between India and China that no firearms will be used against each other. And therefore, there were no soldier deaths taking place at this border. There were some skirmishes. They would, throw stones at each other, sometimes even wrestle and grapple and push each other, but never firearm was used on each other. That is why no soldier was ever killed after, since a long time. This was an understanding between the Indian and Chinese army. But it is during Modi's regime that 20 people were killed in Galwan brutally. You know, they were not killed by bullets, so they were very brutally killed, and it is a shame for us that such a situation arose. And the statement of this gentleman, Mr. Jaiswal, shows how powerful China is, that for the sake of public consumption, you say that uh, our sovereignty is intact, not an inch of land has been occupied by China. But at the same time, Mr. Jaiswal is admitting that there is forcible occupation and India has lodged protest. Now they use all these fancy language, strong protest, disengagement, and all this, but they never say never say a word about the land that has been occupied by China. It is only people like Sonam Wangchuk who reveal this truth, and it is a rare statement by this Ministry of External Affairs official who is admitting clearly, very clearly, he is admitting that China has illegally occupied our land and we have lodged a strong protest. But what will happen with a strong protest? Nothing. China is such a powerful country, you cannot force them back. You cannot fight a war with them. They have enough nuclear weapons to destroy the whole of India. All our big cities, they have at least 500 nuclear weapons, whereas India has, less than 100. And we don't have the missiles to reach all the Chinese big cities, whereas they have the missiles. The day India goes to war with China, China will just destroy India. So that is why we are afraid of them. That is why the Prime Minister never takes the name of China. He never admits that they have occupied our land forcibly, as this gentleman here is doing.
Yeah, I'll
So
just
this is
play
very
this
shameful.
video.
This is
I'll play this video, but our army and on record, Navy, they said given a permission, we will, because even in Galwan also, they have China has retreated even after the casualties. So that was the
yeah, yeah.
power with which India, and we have seen after 1965 how Indian brave soldiers, they were fighting on the border, secured it till this day. That is how
Yeah.
even Dalai Lama is there in the close to the Tibet border, safe in Dharmashala.
Hmm.
That is how Indian Army and Navy or Air Force were
Hmm.
protecting our sovereignty with integrity. But what has
Yeah.
happened now? We just listen to this video and then I'll take.
सीमा में घुस आया है, न ही कोई घुसा हुआ है, न ही हमारी कोई पोस्ट किसी दूसरे के कब्जे में है.
We have seen the announcement pertaining to the establishment of 2 new counties in Hotan Prefecture of China. Parts of jurisdiction of these so-called counties fall in India's Union Territory of Ladakh.
I'll just play this once. This is the only video from Congress Supriya ji. After that, no Sonia Gandhi, no Rahul Gandhi. You mean to say our country has gone so weak with such a great army, navy and air force? How come all political parties are silent, sir?
न वहां कोई हमारी सीमा में घुस आया है, न ही कोई घुसा हुआ है, न ही हमारी कोई पोस्ट किसी दूसरे के कब्जे में है.
We have seen the announcement pertaining to the establishment of 2 new counties in Hotan Prefecture of China. Parts of jurisdiction of these so-called counties fall in India's union territory of Ladakh.
Now, because even I have another video, even Bangladesh and other countries also started to occupy our land. Yesterday also I've shown that video. How do you look at this scenario, sir? If you cannot protect your motherland, if you cannot secure your own citizens, then what for this government and what for this opposition political parties are investing so much of money? And don't you think they are shaming the sacrifices of our Indian soldiers? They're belittling their efforts and their strength. You mean to say India has gone so weak when it comes to army? Don't you think, can't they fight strategically? Or is it just because of these business relations of Adani and Ambani, or everything in the name of Make in India? Now China has intruded everywhere, even mapping of dams, even those oil pipes and all, they are using Chinese. You mean to say they have allowed China to intrude into India? Our sovereignty is under threat. Our republic, we say we have elected. These representatives have become a sort of big source for Chinese to dominate and control India, its people and resources. Because you are also a socialist party. Can you allow India to go down into such level?
No, absolutely. There's no question of that. So what is happening is, I think it's very shocking. And I am amazed that the supporters of this government, whether they're cadres or the allies, are also silent on this. Only I see Rahul Gandhi, raising this issue from time to time. But except for him, I don't see any important political leader of India, saying a single word on this. So, I think we have to. Sonam Wangchuk is one person who is constantly, raising this issue. He is also fighting for saving Ladakh because now everybody realizes that this Article 370 was diluted, not for any higher purpose, but essentially so that the preferred capitalist friends of the Prime Minister can get a free entry into Tibet and capture all the wonderful natural resources that this part of the country has. And we should support the people of Ladakh, in their demand to create Ladakh as a state, and with an empowered government, elected government, which can take decision on behalf of the people. Right now, Ladakh has no assembly.
Yeah, no
Ladakh
assembly.
has no assembly.
We have only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
As a Socialist Party of India, now our sovereignty, our freedom is under threat. Now, no political parties speak. Even Rahul Gandhi is silent. We have been doing so many shows, and whenever I share a link, with all political parties, including Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is not coming forward. No political party is coming forward. As a Socialist Party of India, don't you think our sovereignty is under threat? The republic, which we say, the politicians are whether ruling or opposition, they are trying to shame our armed forces, our sacrifices of our armed forces. That means it's a direct threat to our country's rights and resources. What would be the take? Last 2 minutes.
No, I agree with you completely. This government is compromising the security of this country by allowing, China to take over our land, and it is weakening our army. I mean, this whole scheme of Agniveer is such a shame. I mean, you are asking young people to go and fight for the country, giving them a guarantee of job for only 4 years. I mean, who will invest their entire, commitment, to save this country if they know they are only there for 4 years? So, this government in various ways is compromising the security of this country. It doesn't want to have full-time soldiers protecting. It wants to have contract workers. They think that just like they can run the government schools by contract teachers, they can run the army also by contract soldiers. This is shameful. And if they continue to do this, then as we have seen recently, our people have gone there fighting for Russia, and they are going abroad and becoming part of different establishments. So the young people will leave the country and will look for better opportunities, and will not. And what is shocking is this government claims to be a nationalist government. They are the ones who talk about nation first, and they are compromising nation security. So they have history which is this the people who are associated with this Hindutva ideology. They have a history of deceiving this country, betraying this country.
Congress
They
is
never
also silent. All political parties are silent.
Yeah, that is true. I mean,
They fear China
but
so
they,
much. They fear China so much.
yeah, I think every